Hello, I'm Evan Nolan, the president and co-founder of the United States Athletics Hall of Fame, here another returning nominee for the class of 2024. Born in Winona, Minnesota on January 11, 1963, were not for the U.S. boycotting the 1980 Moscow Olympics, it's entirely possible that Tracy Caulkins may be the greatest female Olympian in the history of the United States. The youngest of three children, her father was a public school testing coordinator and her mother was a middle school art teacher. Now, they moved the whole family to Nashville from Minnesota when Tracy was just 6 years old. They joined the Seven Hills Swim and Tennis Club while there, and her older siblings started taking swimming lessons, so Tracy did as well when she turned 8. Now, it wasn't really love at first splash. At first, she would only do the backstroke because she didn't want her face getting wet. Then she didn't want to practice because the water was too cold. But as she tried more things, she realized she actually had quite the talent for it, and so she started having dreams of becoming an Olympian. So she switched to the Nashville Athletic Club, and the success just started coming. At the age of 10, Caulkins would be ranked in the top 10 in the nation in multiple events, and at 12, she qualified for the Senior Nationals. At 13, she'd enter her first Olympic trials, but not qualify for the 1976 Games in Montreal. The next year, she would win her first national titles, coming far from the girl who only wanted to swim backstroke to a competitor who excelled at nearly every discipline in swimming. She'd win titles in the 100 meters and 200 meter breaststrokes and the 200 meter and 400 meter long course individual medley. Later that year, in a meet between the U.S. and Germany, she'd defeat the 1976 200 meter gold medalist Andrea Pollock in the event. But as great as 1977 was, 1978 may have been her best year as a swimmer. Caulkins would win 5 gold medals in the 200 meter individual medley, the 400 meter individual medley, the 200 meter butterfly, the 4x100 relay medley, and the 4x100 freestyle relay, and a silver in the 100 meter breaststroke at the 1978 World Championships in Berlin. By the way, she broke 4 world records and set a new American record at that one event. At the AAU National Short Course Championships in 78, she set 5 U.S. records, winning the 200 medley, the 200 meter backstroke, the 100 meter breaststroke, and the 400 meter individual medley. Then at the AAU Long Course Championships, Caulkins would set 2 more world records and 5 more American records, picking up wins in all the previous ones I just mentioned from the short course, plus the 200 meter butterfly. And in 1978 alone, she'd either break or tie 27 world or American records. And she was just a 15-year-old high school sophomore at that point. She'd win the James E. Sullivan Award as America's top amateur athlete that year, becoming the youngest athlete ever to win the award. She'd pick up 4 golds and 2 silvers at the 1979 Pan American Games in San Juan at the age of 17, she came as a heavy favorite for multiple golds in Moscow, but the United States boycotted the games. As a high school senior, she'd break her own American records in all 4 events that she'd won the previous year at the AAU Short Course Championships, and then would go on to attend the University of Florida, where she just basically became the greatest female U.S. Collegiate swimmer ever. As a gator, she'd win the 1982 NCAA team title, 16 NCAA individual titles, 12 SEC individual titles, and 21 All-American honors. She's a Honda Sports Award winner as a top female swimmer or diver all 3 years she was at Florida, and she was the SEC Female Athlete of the Year in any sport in 1984. She'd head to the 1984 Olympics as a captain of the U.S. women's swim team and would deliver, winning 3 gold medals in the 400 meter individual medley, which was a race she won by more than 9 seconds, the 200 meter individual medley, where she set an Olympic record in winning it, and the 4x100 relay at the Los Angeles Games, before retiring from swimming at just the age of 21. But even at that young age, Caulkins left the stage having set 5 world records, 63 American records, and having won 48 national titles, in addition to her 3 Olympic golds. She's clearly one of America's greatest athletes, and I can't reiterate this enough. Had the U.S. attended the Moscow Games, it's like she would have had one of the greatest gold hauls for any Olympic athlete ever. Unfortunately, she only finished 115th in her poll last year, mainly because it just looks like the 3 golds and everything else kind of got lost. She deserves way better than that. You can vote for Tracy Caulkins or any of our other nominees for the United States Athletics Hall of Fame at www.theusahof.com. That's the United States Athletics Hall of Fame.com, just all squished together. Vote will continue between now and we close the polls on December 1st, so vote as often as you like, as long as it's only once a day. I'll be back soon with another nominee, but until then, take care.